Hi, I'm Tiffany Campbell Daly. In this video, we're going to address some of the issues revolving around criticism, and we hope to make you better at responding in a constructive manner to such criticism. So let's begin. When someone unjustly criticizes you, you likely find it hard to take, but the reaction doesn't necessarily change if the person has a good reason for the criticism. It's just something we do. We hear what they are saying, but that doesn't make it any easier. All we tend to hear are the negative things they are saying, despite even their best intentions. So to be able to respond in a better way, let's look at some steps that we could take. Firstly, seek more information. Before you can alter your behavior in correspondence with the criticism, you need to know exactly what the other person means. Thus, we need to ask for specifics. Vague criticisms will do absolutely nothing to help you change your behavior. When someone simply says, "I disagree," or "that's not fair," it doesn't tell you what exactly their problem is. Combat this by simply asking for more detailed criticism. Try asking, "What is not fair?" Remember to only ask for more information if you truly want more information. You may have to guess the specifics of what they are saying, because oftentimes your critic won't relinquish any more information. A good example would be, "When you say I'm not doing my share around the house, do you mean that I'm not doing enough cleaning?" Paraphrase the speaker's ideas. This technique allows you to draw out more information from the critic without guessing as to what they are thinking. Simply paraphrase what it is they said, in other words, repeating back to them a sum of what they just said. It will cause them to elaborate on what it was that they had originally said. Ask what the critic wants. Oftentimes, this will be clear. However, sometimes the criticism is too vague. Asking what the critic wants is as simple as it sounds. It is similar to asking for specifics. You may also want to ask about the consequences of your behavior. For example, if your neighbor is complaining that your dog is barking during the day, simply ask them, "Why is it bothering you so much that they're barking in the middle of the day?" You may find out perhaps that they are trying to get some important work done from home, and the barking is distracting them. Ask what else is wrong. You may find other underlying issues that can cause tension or create problems. It may seem foolish to invite more criticism, but it may help in the end. There may be times when you know exactly what the critic wants, or what they mean, but it doesn't make it easier to accept it. In this case, the best solution may be to agree with the critic. It may seem counterintuitive to agree with something being said about you that you don't find truthful. However, you will see that in almost any situation you can agree with the critic without losing your own perspective.
Hi, I'm Lee Brotherston, and I'm going to talk a little about how to agree with the critic. Firstly, start by agreeing with the facts. If, for example, you're late for an appointment, no amount of excuses can alter that fact. It would be best just to admit that yes, indeed, I was late. A question arises then. If criticism is always accurate, then why do we still get upset by it? This is answered by the fact that the criticism is usually accompanied by a judgment. If someone says to you, "You're being defensive," you can agree with that. If, however, someone says to you, "You have no reason to be defensive," this will likely evoke a negative response because you don't appreciate being judged. Try, though, to focus on the descriptive part of the comment. You can also agree with the critic's perception. It is easy to accept truthful facts, but it is harder to agree with someone when you disagree entirely with what they're saying. You can, however, try to look at things from their perspective. You may be able to agree with what they're saying, but not apologize for something you don't feel responsible for. Try saying something like, "I know I lost my temper, but I've had to remind you 3 or 4 times already, and I just lost my patience." This way you offer an explanation and don't retaliate in a defensive manner. In some cases, though, your critic may simply be interested in attacking you. If that's the case, ignoring them may be the best way to deal with it. Thanks for watching.